I'm so glad I didn't let those beliefs stop me.
We are here to share and we are here to show you what's possible.
Because if I
If I don't
increase my
show up,
income,
I
someone
don't get
else
paid,
sets
and
my
that's just
time
how it
off.
is.
Hello everyone! Kamusta po? Hello, hello!
Oh, hello.
Isang
Aloha.
maulang umaga sa inyo from the Philippines. Ayan, so today, meron tayong special episode. And our starting question would be, what if stepping away from your career wasn't the end, but something that you never expected? So today, we'll be talking to a Filipina from California, and isa siyang doctor before. She practiced medicine here in the Philippines, and now she stepped out of her career after building a corporate career in the US for 23 years. And now she's in her golden years. And she's now stepping into this online space. And she didn't have it all figured out in the beginning, but of course, she had the reason to try it. And this is for every woman who's ever thought, what's possible for me after my career? Is it too late for me? So this is for those who have stepped out of their career, who's soon going to step out for after a long time doing their career, and for those who want to finish or soon want to or thinking of getting out earlier and live the life that they truly want. So stay tuned. You might hear what's possible when you finally choose yourself. So I'm Melanie, and I'm from the Philippines, and medyo may bagyo for the last week, for the past week, and hopefully hindi maputol tong internet ko. But I work full-time as a paint chemist, and I'm a single mom and a grandma as well. And I'm so happy to be here and have this conversation with our special guest. So, Mel?
Okay, thank you, Ate. Aloha again, everyone. Um, I am Mel. I'm based here in Hawaii, USA. I'm a registered nurse. I am a mom of two kids, and I am a proud online business owner.
Ayan. So, without further ado, eto na yung ating special guest for today, Sis G. Ubungen.
Yay!
Hello,
Yay!
hello.
Welcome, sis.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we're so excited to have you. And before anything else, tell us briefly something about yourself, a little about your background, or what have you been up to professionally and personally.
Okay, hello everyone. I am G. Ubungen. I am a wife and a mom to two adult daughters. I was born in San Agustin, Isabela, raised in Madela, Quirino, and called Baguio City as my home because my husband is from there. But now I'm residing in California, USA. I practiced as a physician for several years in the Philippines before migrating to the US. And in the US, I work in a corporate job and retired as executive over 4 years ago, and now a full time digital entrepreneur, just like these two amazing ladies here. And thank you for having me. And to all my kababayan, I'm a full-blooded Ilocano. Kumusta kayo amin? Sapay kumata nasayat kayo. Can safe kayo from the bagyo. Amok nga adto ti bagyo dita kan flooded area Ilocos, Isabela, Quirino. So I hope you're all safe and you're all healthy. Back to you, Mel.
Oh, Oh, wow. Thank you, Sis G. And thank you for giving us the opportunity na ma-interview ka and pick your mind about this online business. And I know you're busy in your family life and syempre in your online business as well. So we're so grateful that you're here with us.
Yay! Thank
Happy
you.
to be here.
Thank you. Okay, Ate G, what prompted you to start working online?
It's a long and short story. I know we don't have much of the time, but in a just like I'm the youngest in the family, and I'm the only one abroad right now. And my parents died, and I was not there when they needed me the most. Imagine I'm the doctor, and when they got sick, I was not there. And it was a very devastating feeling to not be able to take care of your parents. And so when my father died, I said to my I told myself enough is enough. I don't want anyone to go through what I've gone through, especially my family, and I don't want to have to go through it again just in case in the event something happens to my family. So I was already looking for something that I can do that doesn't tie me into a desk like I've had for my 23 years as a corporate executive. And I was also looking for something that still gives me opportunity to help others, use the background experience that I've had, and also earn on the side. You know, so 2020 came, and we all know what happened. The world stood still, borders closed, and all of a sudden, my dream to travel became important to me because when I was still working, we would go on vacation, and I was still working while on vacation. It was short trips and all that because as an executive, your responsibility is big. So it the business needs always became more priority than my own needs. So my husband and I decided to retire early, but then reality hits, right? You and I know a lot of the people there out there who want to retire early uh, probably have the same dilemma that I had. One is losing your identity, right? What will I do? I mean, I will be bored. I was working so hard. Now all of a sudden I have all the time. What will I do with it? And also, inflation hits, right? What if I run out of money? What if my savings will not be enough? What would happen to me, right? So you are choosing between wanting to have that freedom at the same time the what ifs of life. So I started looking for something I can do anywhere in my travel that doesn't get in the way of traveling, at the same time earning, at the same time helping someone and using the knowledge and experience I have to help someone define their own version of success. So I stumbled on this business that we have now, and it was easy decision for me because all the things that I was looking for in a business, I was able to check off in this business through this platform. So that's how got me into working online. It gave me the freedom that I was looking for, time, especially time, and also the financial stability that I was looking for. It gives me peace of mind going into the next phase of life, retirement, and be able to enjoy it without worrying about finances. And especially also, I wanted to have a wealth legacy for my children and generations to come, which I can't do as a doctor executive, right? Because unless they become a doctor, I will not be able to make them go through or have the life that I have, or unless they become executives also, they won't. But in this business, I will be able to give it pass on to them when the time comes, when the right time comes. Sorry, that's long.
Ah, that's okay. Wow. That, that right there with your story, Ate G, like for me, I felt that too. Like, I think a lot of us hit that point where we start to ask, is this really it? Or is this what I really want to be doing 5, 10, 15 years from now? So, you know, and even though like you go to work, you show up every day, but there was this ache that you're missing time with your family. You're not there for your family. And I love how you trusted that nudge that there has to be another way, and that takes courage. And yes, it's I think it's an important reminder to anyone watching that if you feel that inside you, it's it's not random. It might be your next chapter calling, just like Atiji's story.
Yeah, I
Right.
relate so much to your stories. Yes, so many at so many levels. Like when your dad died, that happened to me too. I was in Indonesia working, and you heard that news. Your dad passed away, and we all took that longest trip home in the airplane, right? We just want to be there already. That's the first one, and the second one is like the joy of traveling. That I resonated with that as well. Like as an employee, as still an employee right now, I want to travel more to my children. My daughters are in Hawaii. That's where I met Mel. And when you talked to me, I was in Utah last time. That's where my son was. But to be
Right.
in Philippines and still be, my children are scattered. Uh, Traveling is a bit challenging because we have limited vacation leaves, and I want to see my grandchildren as much as possible, but the vacation leave does not allow. Yeah, so many levels resonated with me. So my next question is, what were your challenges or your biggest challenges do you face when you started the business?
Mm. uh, well, the first challenge is working online. It's new, right? So you don't know how it is, so it's just the learning. But looking back, I think my biggest challenge was myself. I have to. The first thing that I needed to do is really change my mindset because I was afraid. I know that I needed the change. I know that I want to change. I know how because I stumbled on the business, but I was scared. I was scared of failure because throughout my life I can't say that I can consider myself that I was able to attain the goals that I have put myself in being a doctor and being in the corporate world. Now this is another one. It's new to me. It's something that I never even thought I would do or try, but I did. So my challenges were my fear of failure, of social judgments, especially, right? What will my family say, my in-laws say, my friends say, and I have had a lot of those. And even me, like, am I for this? Like, imposter syndrome. Do I belong here? Right? All those things. So I've I knew that I had to fix that in order for me to move forward and be successful in the business. So I devoted my time, the initial weeks and months of really watching the community, watching the tools that are there in our masterminds, and reaching out to people, just like what we're doing now, and educating myself, self-help books, podcasts, and all those, just to change my mindset. I think that was my biggest hurdle is myself. Once you start changing that mindset, believing in the business, owning the business, and believing that this is for you and success is possible for you, then everything else is to me easy. Learning and all that is easy because you know that this is for you and you are enough. You have what it takes to make it work. So because the technical aspect of it, everything is taught step by step. We have that the training, robust training that even I would use the other ad, right? Even a caveman can do it, right? It's so basic level of training. So I did not have a problem with that because I it's step by step, right? And you have a mentor to help you. You have a coach to guide you. and you have the whole community of now 250,000 globally that you can reach out at any time, because of course we cover the whole all time zones, right? So I didn't have a problem with the technical aspect. um, the business itself is also simple because we have a proven system, so that was not my a problem for me. It's just pretty much myself.
Yeah, I can totally agree as well. that's my that's my hurdle as well, and I think Mel can relate to that too. I think most of us do. As our coach Dave said, this business is 80% mindset and 20% the technical aspect, right? And for me, yes, that's a really big hurdle because I don't know where I heard it, but it says the technical people, like the doctors, like since she's a doctor, or the nurses, or the engineers, these are the ones who have left brain, and it's hard for us to grasp the idea of this online business. But now there's a lot of us in the online space, and as you said, everything is taught step by step. And the word I'm looking for the training is enterprise level. Diba? We have an enterprise level system that runs the business. So that's why it's not gonna be hard. Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, Mel.
Yeah, and we have that automation, right? So it frees up your time to do other things because it's doing it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we all started not knowing what we were doing anyway. It's up to us. It's up to us to be coachable and everything. And the people who win, they are actually the ones who do not quit and who keep going anyway. So, and that leads to my next question. What kept you going when you were faced with all these problems or challenges? I mean, challenges and hurdles.
I think once you overcome that hurdle of your mindset, you know everything is becomes easier because now your vision is clear, your direction is set, and you begin to really focus on your goal and your vision in life. So what kept me going is, I remember there was this incident when my children, we were in this was in 2020, and we were having lunch, and my kids were working from home. We were all working from home, and I heard my kids giggling and talking about the times that I picked them up late from school, that I had to pay extra from the daycare because I was late. And in California, you have to pay every minute that you're late, $1 per minute that you're late. And in the summer that they were left outside in the heat, and I was late, or the award ceremonies that I forgot to attend because I was in meetings, all those things. And they were laughing, but it hit me. And so I always go back to my why, and why this business is. I have an acronym. My previous company, we use acronyms for things so that we don't forget. And this business to me is gives me, I use the acronym flows. Financial, it's lucrative. Location, I can do it anywhere. All operating expense, minimal startup and maintenance. W, wealth legacy for my kids. And S is, it has system and support. So I always go back to my why of why am I doing this, is so that I can be with my family whenever they need me and whenever I want to be with them, anytime, anywhere. And I remember the times when I said enough is enough, when my parents died, and looking back, all the things that I missed when my kids were growing up, the missed milestones, and all those things, because now they have a life of their own. I have to schedule time with them now. I have to negotiate vacation with them. Can we go to this country? I will pay for expenses. Mom, we're busy with our work. I've lost that time. So I always go back to that. Do I want my kids to go through what I have gone through? And the answer is resounding no. So it kept me going.
Wow, totally relate to that. Totally. I love that you mentioned your why, and because that's what carries us when things get hard. Our family. We think of our family. Like for me too, I come home late after long working hours, my shift and all that, and that doesn't end there, right? You still need to show up as a mom, as a wife, and yeah, you just think there has to be a better way to earn without like costing you so much of yourself, and it's not always easy, but it's worth it. So, yep, totally relate to that, G.
I think a lot of us can relate.
Yeah, totally.
That's why a lot of moms are in the online space now because we don't want our children to suffer how we did, right?
Now
Right.
Yeah.
imagine you will get sick and then they said, "Mom, I can't visit you because I have work." Imagine, like I did with my parents. I couldn't go home because I did not get an approval for a vacation. You know,
Hmm.
Yeah. If we only can get the time back, but we cannot.
Yeah.
you can, you
Yeah,
can.
we cannot. That's why we just need to keep on going. So far, Sis G, what has been the most fulfilling part of your journey?
You know, I've been in the business for 4 years, and I check off the things that I wanted to have through this business. I'm not where I need to be. I'm not where I wanted to be, but I'm getting there. And so, little wins here and there. We are now able to travel to the Philippines twice a year. Staying there for 2 months each time, and have some side trip to other countries. And in fact, we're going to Europe in September. And
Wow.
so those little things that before I was worried to go, for short time, will I even make worth the fare going? If I only be there for 2 weeks, 2 days going, 2 days coming back. Now it's unlimited, and it's freedom. And of course, um, I have more time with my kids now. One has her own place. One is still staying with us, take care of the house when we travel. But when they come home, I can be that mom that they never fully had when they were younger. I wish I could have this same time when they were younger, but I'm trying my best to compensate for the lost time now that I have the time. And also I kid you not, the one that I was worried about, that I will be mentally regressing because I can't use my brain. I have learned so much in the span of 4 years, more than what I have learned maybe the past 10 years in my previous job. I've learned so much. This is new to me. I love learning, and I love teaching and sharing what I've learned to my team. And I love inspiring. I love the fact that I can be part of their journey to their own version of success. And I feel that it's very empowering to be able to help someone, and at the same time helping them helps you also attain your goals, and together you're growing. So that's the very fulfilling part, that I'm also able to give back to um, my family back home, continue to do that while I'm already retired. I was worried before that if I retire, I would not be able to continue helping, and this business able to give me that ability and peace of mind that I will have enough even if I help somebody else. So yeah, and of course the travel, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Travel, family time, giving back to the community, and helping my team also grow in their business.
Even if you're not where you want to be right now, that sounds like very fulfilling journey for me. To be able to travel, for 2 weeks, 2 months at a time, twice. in the Philippines. That's just flexibility, you know, to be able to take your business with you in the Philippines and earn while you're on vacation. That's got to be very fulfilling for me. And to be able to, I like what you said, to empower others and, help them in their business journey. That's got to be more fulfilling than, of course, we're here to earn as well. But to earn with a purpose is something else. It's on the next level, right? So, um,
Yeah,
you
and
know,
I think, yeah, I think that's the part that we don't talk about enough. Fulfillment, like, not just hitting your goals, but actually waking up excited. You're having time for the people you love, and doing the work that lights you up, and,
yeah.
and helping other people's lives, helping other families. Yeah.
I like what she said that um, when when her children come and visit, she can be totally present with them. Unlike when we were working, right? When we were working, we're like half there, half of our mind is not there. We're somewhere else and at work or some problems at work. But now we can get to be more present with our family, like without thinking about all those problems at work or your coworker who's been annoying you, like
Demanding boss.
demanding boss, demanding jobs. Yeah,
Stressful.
stressful.
Yeah. Okay. What's your message to our viewers, watching this, who might be feeling stuck, burned out, or scared to start something new?
The good thing about in this business is that we take you step by step in the process. What happened?
Oh yes, go ahead, po.
Okay. We take you step by step in the process. We don't force you to do something you're not comfortable with. So it's slowly, if you can look at the steps that we take, we go with you in a slow pace so that you can understand before you commit. So if you're scared, that's normal. So I attended the business convention in Chula Vista, California, last month, and Rob Dial is one of our guest speakers, and he talked about the two types of fear, which is the primal fear, which is your fear of death or anything that would hurt you, and the intellectual fear, which is your fear of failure, social judgment, and all those. So it's important for you to know, why are you scared to try something? Does it hurt you? Does it kill you? Absolutely not. So it's intellectual fear. So you need to look at those social judgment, fear of failure that you're afraid about, and see if they're actually real for you. Your family, I have a skeptical husband, I have this, and it be true, but at the end of the day, this is your dream. Nobody can do it for you. So what we're saying is, take a chance on you, take that first step, watch the free webinar, and then from there, you go to the next step or not. At least you've tried. So if you're scared, you're skeptical, we are here to educate. The more you know, the more confident you are in trying something new. What I do when I'm scared is that, or I fear to do something or hesitate to make a decision, I remember all the things that I did that I was afraid to do. Like first time driving, taking the board exam, coming to the US without any support, just my in-laws, getting pregnant for the first time, first job interview, right? First time to speak online like this, go lives like that, right? Well, maybe not the goal is because you're not in the business yet, but all the things that you've done anyway, that you went through and did it successfully. This is just one of them. Just take a leap of faith, give it a try. Nobody's gonna force you. And if you don't like it, at least you've tried. And if you like it, maybe this is the answer to your prayers or the change you're wanting to do. But nothing will change if you don't take that first step. And this may not be for you. This is not for everyone. Only if you're open to working online, reach out to us, to Mel and Mel. These ladies are both Mel, and ask them questions. You're free to ask question. We have a free webinar for you to see some details of the business, and then go from there.
Nice.
That's what I can say.
Wow. Thank you so much for that message, G. I know someone watching right now or whoever's going to be catching the replay needed to hear that. And thank you for sharing your story with us. It's a reminder that, it's okay to want more. It's okay to outgrow like a version of yourself, and most of all, it's okay to start over, because sometimes, starting over isn't really starting from scratch. It's starting from experience, and it's not too late. you know they're not too far behind. And to all our viewers, you're one decision away from stepping into something new. um, yep, connect with us and we'll send you more info. No pressure, just information. And again, to our amazing guest, Ate G, thank you again for being with us and sharing your story. You've inspired us and reminded us that redefining success is the beginning of true freedom.
Yeah. We have a viewer, Mel. Her
Oh,
name is Yolando Pelicano. I guess she's from, oh yeah, she's from Italy.
oh,
And
hi, Ate
it's
Yoli.
2:30 a.m. there. So
Oh,
thank you for your
wow.
comment.
Hi.
Oh, wow. Thank you for watching, Ate Yoli.
Yeah.
2:30 in the
Like,
morning.
yeah,
Wow.
Yeah.
2:30 in the morning.
Ciao.
That's that's dedication right there. So please watch us on replay. And I've been so amazed and inspired by Sis G's story. Imagine like from a doctor to uh, a business, no, a corporate executive, and now an online business strategist. Wow, that's
Can I
and
add something? Can I add
yeah.
something? Because
Yes.
ayoko yung mga audience na iniisip nila, oh, ito nurse yan, engineer yan, doktor, kaya sila, they're successful in the business. I joined the business without having a clue on what it is. So it
Mhm.
doesn't matter what's your background, what's your educational background, what's your experience. In here, we start, the same level. We
Yeah.
start the same process, same steps, everything. So don't be intimidated by that. And it's not too late to start. I'm I'm in my golden years.
Doesn't look
Well,
like
these
it
two
though.
ladies
Mm-hmm.
are young, so it doesn't matter. All you need is your willingness to try and uh, positive mindset that this is what you want, and believe in yourself that you have what it takes.
Yeah, and also not all of us here are chemists or doctors and nurses. There are housekeepers, caretakers, right? Or
Nannies.
just
Nice.
plain mothers, stay-at-home moms. And this is business is for everyone as long as you have that coachable attitude and the willingness and the desire to fulfill your lifelong dreams. This is for you.
Okay. Okay. That's it for us. Thank you for watching, and whoever's gonna be catching the replay. We'll see you guys on our next episode of Co Life. Aloha. Bye.
Buhay!
Thank you, Sister G.
Ingat kayo dyan sa Pilipinas.
Yes, we're safe. Wala nang
Ingat
bagyo.
kayo amin.